Now, you can see, you can hear rather, that that piano sound doesn't ring out. It doesn't, so we can adjust that. So what we want to do here is you're going to go to Menu and Program Edit. And this is super important. You find this little, oh wait, you find this thing that says Key Group, and you're going to turn it all the way to the left so that it says All. If you don't have that, you're going to monkey with one of these keys and it'll be, see, number of key groups, 61. You have 61 keys. So C1 through C6 was the correct choice to make when we set up our parameters in the auto sample window. So now that we've got that and we're set to all, we can come, let me think about this. I think it's envelopes. Yes, envelopes. Now we see this little thing here where it says release. Click on that and you can drag it out, and somewhere around 90, 88, 92, something like that. And you can use your jog wheel. Now, when we hit the keys, it should ring. See, when I lifted my finger up, and it's ringing out. And you can adjust that to taste for your song, the tail of the, but that's one of the things you can do. Now, there's no reason to do this with a piano, but if this was a synthesizer sound or whatever, you can go to Porta and pitch bend. Now I'm playing the piano. I'm playing this with my elbow. And you can adjust how much pitch bend there is. And the wheel LFO, you can do, like, I've got a joystick, but some units have a like a little wheel here, or even this thing. And you can adjust that. So you can set this up like a synthesizer. And this doesn't have to be a piano. It can be any kind of sample at all that you can think of. And you can diddle with it anyway. So it turns basically an acoustic sampled instrument of any type into a synthesizer. Because this is, I mean, this is deep in here. You can make it freak out. You can make it pan like a lunatic. So the sky's the limit for you know, if you're not into making imitative instruments, you can make anything out of any sample. So that's pretty much it. That should hopefully put it all together for somebody. Oh, wait, we're going to save this. So we come back to the main, and I like to press on here, and then we're going to go to the pencil, and we're going to go to save current program. And then I'm going to go to my SSD, and I've set these up so that I can, it's going to bring me to my key groups, and I'm going to make a new folder, and I'm going to call this Korg Piano, and I'm going to make it be number 2 because I think I might have done one of these already. Do it. So now I have my SSD, my key groups, my Korg Piano. Those are directories. We're going to rename the actual file now, and we're going to call this the same thing. That's how I do it. You could call it anything. Korg Piano 2, do it. And now you don't forget, you've got to hit save, and now it's going to do this process. And this could take a while. We'll hang for a minute because you got nothing better to do. And as soon as this is done, we'll be able to examine it and see where these files ended up. Okay, so there it is. So to look at this thing, and that sounds pretty much like what we had. All right, so we go to Shift and Menu, and then we're going to go to, oh, we're already in my key groups. All right, so let's just go to the beginning. Let's go to Content. All right, here it is, the expansion pack. Let's say we're somewhere else. We're going to go to Places to find where our stuff was. We're going to go to My SSD. That's where it was. And we're going to go to, I think that's the key groups. These pictographs here, you may as well be talking to a dog. I have no idea what these are. The plug, that's the plugins like the Hydra or whatever that's called. But this is, I'm pretty sure these 4 things are our key groups. Oh, here we go. That's not. There's my key groups. And we want to open. And here I've made a bunch of stuff from this synth. And what was it called? Piano. All right, piano. Yeah, I made one last night. There's piano 2. Open. And there it is, XPM. That's, I guess, the file extension for these things. Now it's already loaded, so we don't need to do that. But we could do the Korg M1. I'm going to load that. And again, like, because I sample each key, this could take forever. But you don't have to. You can just make, sample 2 notes an octave and be good with it. All right, so back to main. There's piano 2. We can rotate this, and now. Okay, so that's the Korg M1. See, I recorded that last night through this very process. So there you go. If you get confused, there's another a guy named Musician's Paradise. Awesome videos, really cool guy. And he's got one that he samples a wooden piano from the 1800s, and he does it like 400 samples deep and does the whole thing with the microphones. And actually, you can download it on his site. It's incredible, and it's a really weird sounding instrument. Anyway, so good luck, everybody, and happy Halloween, eh?